Memories do not travel in straight lines like desert highways, no. They circle back in detours sometimes for years or a lifetime. The harder we try to put the bad ones behind us, well, when they do come back, and they always do, they spring up like afternoon sandstorms and we can see nothing else. I had a premonition when I was 15 years old, waiting for the bus to take me home. I went to buy gum, and when I came out, it had left me behind. Sometimes we go out of the frying pan into the fire, and sometimes when we think we are safe, we are sorry. Two cliches that passed through my mind when I woke up. I don't remember very much, just that the fog rolled in and the sanctuary I sought proved to be a bad scene waiting for the victim to come on set. I do remember the snake. It rippled up his arm when he hit me, and I heard gongs when my eardrums shattered, and I thought, this is how death comes when you least expect it. I fought back. Impossible really, but I tried, and I kept thinking, it will be all right. I will be okay. Even though I expected a dark curtain to descend and never rise up again, then I was the one who rose up, and he was gone. And the pain was not that painful, because I was the one who rose up, and I was still alive. Years later, I would see snakes, and of course I would feel the fog chill me to the bones that were left battered and bruised so many years before. Life is a series of decisions. Not one really is much better or much worse than the others we have to choose from. Sometimes in the morning light, I would watch my husband from behind, and he looked always like a cobra swaying in attention or anticipation when something was catching his eye. Maybe it was a mistake I was making, and then the eyes glowed and narrowed and the pupils became vertical slits, or maybe it was something that moved in an intriguing way and he was calculating how to capture it or frighten it or just terrorize it into normalcy. In my dreams, I fought hard with all my might, and I lost every time I went to battle. I was blinded, and I was made so afraid I could not walk out in the daylight, and people who looked at me, I thought they all knew what a coward I was. And I began to wear my armor and my protection everywhere, and everyone I saw was a possible enemy to spring out at me and drag me to the floor, so I was always on guard, and it all went round and round, loops that ended and then began again. The harder I pushed it down, the more insidious would be the reappearance, and the returning would be unbearable. I had to stop blaming myself for not winning, at least not back then. And now that I was older and I should know better, I had to break the curse of the interminable loop, the loop. But that was not as easy as it seemed, not so easy to escape from this trap. And when the lights were turned off, darkness spread, a black fog carpet enveloping the floor, and my adrenaline pooling and spilling. And when the doors were opened, I was but a beaten dog glaring through a veil, whimpering, my will broken, paralyzed upon my back, biting the air and the hands that tried to feed me now and then. I was defeated. Later on, I had a dream. Actually, it was a vision. A voice, and he told me I must face my fears. So I went to battle one more time. This time I really meant it. And you know, I escaped. celebrate it. I made it through. I'm free. I am free. I am free.